Welcome to the Intrepid Dawn News Network. I'm Tim Katarn. Today's top story, the NX-01 has launched. Many believed they would never see this day. For years, the NX project was careening over budget due to redesigns on the fly to incorporate the latest technical advances. This led to a recent vote to abandon the design and instead focus on colonization. In the end, however, Starfleet was able to secure the funding needed to complete the ship. What was that? Are we still on the air? Ladies and gentlemen, if you can hear me, we've been hit by what seems like the largest earthquake I've ever felt. We're trying.
This is an emergency Starfleet broadcast. Please stand by for instructions.
Attention citizens of the UEC. Today at 1300 there was an attack on Western Europe from an unknown but intelligently piloted object that breached the atmosphere. At this time, the damage is catastrophic. The number of presumed casualties are unimaginable and unquantifiable. I have convened an emergency session of Starfleet Command Security Council to discuss our next move. Rest assured, we will do everything in our power to find the people responsible for this and bring them to justice.
This has been an emergency Starfleet broadcast.
I don't know what to say. Keep going? Come on, Jack, you heard it yourself. Okay. Alright. We've all just listened to the statement given by UEC President Nathan Samuels. Shock, awe, horror, loss, and resolve. Those are my emotions right now. After hearing this news. You have it? Okay. Pictures are starting to come in now, and the devastation.
This is an emergency Starfleet broadcast. Please stand by for instructions.
Attention citizens of the UEC. We have traced the origin of the weapons back to an unexplored nebula known as the Delphic Expanse. After meeting with the Security Council, it was decided that we shall send the NX-01 Enterprise along with Admiral Costa and Captain Archer to lead this expedition and stop the continued threat to Earth. They have been granted full operational jurisdiction on this mission and will use any force necessary to ensure the safety of Earth and humanity. Additionally, a squad of our elite Mako commanders, led by Lieutenant Blake Ackers, has been assigned to their task force to be deployed as needed. Now on Earth we can only rebuild and remember, but our resolve has never been stronger. We will not go down without a fight.
This has been an emergency Starfleet broadcast.
Listen, Jack, I just can't do this right now. Stop the broadcast. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Captain Katarn. Welcome to Intrepid Dawn. This is Star Trek New Horizons, our Season 2 playthrough. We're going to call this one Into the Expanse. If you're just joining us, this is our weekly playthrough where we do our Star Trek series. This is voted on by viewers like you, so you can participate in the comments, participate for 2 weeks, and you're eligible to have a command position character named after yourself. So congratulations to all the people that did qualify this week. We'll go over your promotions in just a second. But first, our big vote. So as you heard in the cinematic leading up into this, we have been attacked. We've been attacked by the Xindi. Casualties were terrible, and we have sent a task force in to the Expanse to find out who's attacking us and to make sure that it stops. This is very important. So the vote this week was, do we use the Makos, do we meet with the Xindi worker, or do we offer to purchase the Xindi worker's contract? And the reason that this is a big deal is because this is going to direct how we handle the entire meeting. So basically what's happened was the vote was even. We had the same number of votes for using the Makos as we did to purchase the Xindi worker's contract. Now, myself being the captain, of course, I'm going to decide if there's any ties, so it's up to you guys to make sure that doesn't happen by participating in the comments. Let your voice and your vote be known, and we can make sure that we have a clear winner. So I am going to choose to offer to purchase the Xindi worker's contract. It is going to be pricey and expensive, but I feel it will be worth it if it makes this an easier way for us to end the threat. So I've gone ahead and purchased that. The mining facility administrator appears surprised that Admiral Costa would meet his price, but agrees to transfer the Xindi worker to the Enterprise after payment is made in full. After being brought to the Enterprise, the worker, a male named Keswick, expresses his gratitude at being freed from what he described as slave labor in the mining facility. On questioning, Keswick appears to know nothing of an attack on Earth, but does claim the location of the Xindi homeworld and that 6 separate species of Xindi evolved there. Having provided this information, Admiral Costa agrees to transfer Keswick to a passing cargo vessel, which agrees to take him on as a crew. So let's go ahead and set course for the Xindi homeworld. Alright, excellent. So just going over where we were from before, we have the Sol system. We are currently allied with the Andorrans and the Vulcans. We have the Tellarites over here. They are friendly to us. I would like to invite them to a coalition, but their acceptance is -3, so we need to watch that closely, because once we get them into a coalition, there's a good chance we might end up doing something epic together. Who knows what that could be. So that's pretty much what's going on right now. We do have the money for it, so I want to colonize Alpha Centauri immediately. Let's go ahead and get some territory for Earth. So we're going to order up a ship, colony ship, and we'll call this Alpha Centauri Prime on Alpha Centauri 3. Perfect, we've ordered that. That's currently in the queue. Okay, we'll take a look at our fleet. Our fleet needs to be upgraded. In fact, let's take a look at our ships. I don't think that we've done this for a while. So we have the NX class, okay, which is our destroyer. This is our big, heavy ship. First of all, the model is just fantastic on this. Total props to the guys who made the mesh. It looks really nice. Let's make sure that we have the best pulse cannons that we can. We have the nuclear torpedoes, 3.71, 4.2. We need the spatial torpedoes instead. And then here, what are we using? This is an orange one, so we have a choice of plus 250 ship points, armor plating, or plus 5% shield hit points. 5% of that is not a lot, so the 250 is probably the best one to go, and that's what we already have. Pre-fire chamber, let's see. EPS relay, fire rate, or weapons damage. Ooh. Oh, that's fire rate -10, weapons damage 13. I like the fire rate. I think that's the best one that we have for now. Let's see, what do I have here? I have solid state afterburner, so we're getting plus 20 combat speed, or we could have 3% chance to evade. I think we're good there. And finally, crew quarters. Sublight speed plus 30%, hull regeneration, which is probably what we want to go with. Yeah, go with crew quarters for now. I think we're good on all our other components. I just want to make sure that, okay, our tactical console, which we definitely need since we're a warship. Alright, I think we're good here. So the NX class didn't actually need saved, but I'll do that anyway, just in case something did change. We changed the torpedoes. Let's take a look at our Emmet class. Yeah, this one could be upgraded significantly. So let's do that. We're still good on power. Let's make sure that we have the right torpedoes in there. And then right now they're using emergency force fields, but the emergency bulkheads will be huge for them. I mean, the hull points are practically nothing. This is going to put it over 1,000. Yeah, that's a huge difference. That's really big. Okay, and then inertial dampener, chance to evade. Kind of like that. I think that's probably good for this little ship because it's going to be fired on a lot. Let's just make sure that the rest of it is up to spec. Yeah, we definitely want the Warp 5 engine, and we'll upgrade the hull as well. Perfect. So that'll give us a little more survivability in the event that the unthinkable happens and we get attacked again. So let's go ahead and make sure that they are all upgraded. It's going to cost 93, but it's totally worth it, like I said, if it makes us better. So we're at 204 right now. We'll see what it's like at the end. And after that, I'm going to send them off to Alpha Centauri, because if we're attacked by anyone, they're not going to come to the Sol system. They're going to go here, most likely. And we want to be ready for them. So let's go ahead and do that. And I also probably want to explore if we can do that Mars spaceport yet. Okay, I still don't have the spaceport module, because we need fleet power, so we're going to watch that. Let's go ahead and let it play out a little bit. And our science ship is... Here we go. We've learned of the Benazite Commonwealth. Let's take a look. Greetings from the Benazite Commonwealth. Chancellor Yana is our elected representative, but in truth, all citizens have a voice in our government. We strive to better ourselves through technology, a desire we hope you will respect. We greet you, our citizens greet you in peace. I like that. They are right here. So, let's see here. Can we, they're still -3. How about them? Can I invite them? Yes. They'll accept it. Hold on. They won't accept the coalition though, but they'll accept the associate status, which we would like. Excellent. So let's continue with that. We'll just make sure that everyone's on the same page. We should be good. Okay, the Expanse. We've arrived at the coordinates of the Xindi home system. However, no habitable worlds can be detected. Instead, an enormous asteroid field fills the star's habitable zone. Using predictive modeling, the science officer is able to confirm that the asteroid field came from a single world between 150 and 200 years ago. Material analysis of the field indicates the presence of advanced compounds that indicate the presence of a warp-faring culture. If this is the Xindi homeworld, it's been broken for a long time. Admiral Costa orders a return to the original Expanse search pattern. Acknowledged. Alright, very cool. So, dead end, but I'm sure we'll find something. Let's take a look at these guys again, make sure that can't get them in quite yet. Hopefully our trust is building. So we continue to do this. Alright, Benozites have joined, or have been offered the chance. And they have accepted it. Excellent. So let's see, what do we have here? Are they good yet? We're still at -3. How do we build trust? Trust is +7. I don't know if we can actually push them over the edge. I'm not sure what would do it. Maybe a trade deal. And I'll probably have to give them some minerals, because apparently 1 mineral would be all that it takes, but I'm a generous person, so I'm going to give them 5. They would have accepted that for 1 mineral, and we're not talking about 1 monthly mineral, we just mean 1 mineral. So if somebody just walked over and handed it to them, they'd be like, we have a deal. I love these games. It's just funny. Okay, we've learned about the Kappa aliens. We should be cautious. A new faction has recently been gaining traction in the internal political landscape. Led by scientist Hagwani Thwine, they call themselves the Citizens of Freedom Center. They work for equality and justice for all denizens of our empire. Okay. Also, I'll pause it real quick. So we had some promotions. I'll show you that right now. Okay, guys, so like I said, we have some promotions. And on Earth, we have Governor B.H. Jazz. Big H. Jazz. I see what you're doing. I like it. I think that's Jorgie's recommendation, actually. So, congratulations on your promotion, Governor Jazz, as well as in the fleet. We had people requesting to become admirals. To become an admiral, you have to first be a captain. So we have Captain Jonathan Brown and Captain Andre Blaga. Now, guys, I know that you requested other ships, but the thing is that you have to work your way up through the commands, and it's possible that you can have an ancestor take your position if your character is still not alive at the point when we get the ship that you wanted. Like a refit Constitution may be a bit from here, and there may be a lot of combat between now and then. So we'll see how it goes, but congratulations on your promotion, everyone. So now you are now a part of our game. And if you're watching and you want to be a part of it, just be a subscriber. So don't forget to subscribe, it's important. Make sure that you can watch all these episodes when they come out, because they are time sensitive. Our fleet is currently being upgraded. We are waiting on that. Complete. Our science ship is finished. I want the science ship to... Complete. Let's do these over here. I'm going to survey these systems because they are very close to us, and I want to make sure that they're good to go. Also, let's check on the Tellarites if we can get them in yet. No, it's still -3. So, even though we recently traded, and they like us, it's not enough to push them over the edge. Okay, how about over here? they'd like to be friends. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a trade with them as well. Offer them a research agreement. Star Charge active sensors, same as before. Give them this, this, and that. They really aren't going for it, so it might take 2 minerals in this case. Alright, we're going to give them instantly 25 minerals, just because we want to foster goodwill. So we'll go ahead and confirm that. And hopefully everybody likes us after this. Alright, we've learned about the Lambda aliens.
Detected.
Okay, well that's interesting. Volaros. I wonder who that could be. Here we go. The Expanse. The Enterprise has detected a Vulcan distress signal being transmitted from a nearby asteroid field. On inspection, the vessel, the Saleya, is heavily damaged and not responding to hails. Boarding the vessel, Admiral Costa leads a team to make contact with the crew and attempt to effect repairs. Deep in the Vulcan ship, several Vulcan crew members, in a frenzied state, ambush Admiral Costa's team, forcing them to take refuge in the Saleya's control room. Analyzing the bio readings from a Vulcan officer, stunned unconscious, reveals the psychotic effect has been caused by exposure to Trillium-D, which pervades the asteroid field. Now, our vote was actually something that I'm going to take very seriously. We've decided to play this with a more kinder, more gentler Federation touch, plus the Vulcans are our allies. So rather than send in the Makos, which would likely kill everybody, let's try to investigate a possible cure. That's very Starfleet-like. It's going to cost us some energy, but we have energy reserves, so that's totally fine. Admiral Costa orders the Enterprise medical staff to exhaust all options to provide a cure to the psychotic Vulcans on the Saleya, while the away team reinforces their position in the control room. Nearly a day passes before a series of potential cures are provided, however, all require testing. Selecting the most likely antidote, a medical team distributes the concoction of Trillium-D, neutralizing agents through the life support umbilical connection on the Saleya's starboard docking port. Within minutes, the entire crew of the Saleya is unconscious, allowing the away team to exit the control room. Several hours pass, and the crew fail to awaken again, all showing signs of permanent brain damage. Admiral Costa orders the crew to effect repairs to the Saleya before sending her back to Vulcan space on automatic control, with a log of the events leading up to the death of the crew. That's most unfortunate. That's not how I expected that to play out. Wow. Okay, I thought we were going to save everyone. I don't know, maybe it's a random chance thing. That's pretty cool. And it's also unfortunate. But yet we press on, because we must. So let's take a look here and see if we can invite them. Yet we're still -3. What can we do to get us over the top? We have a migration treaty already. I don't think there's really anything that we can do. Let's see up here if we can have a migration treaty. Yeah, but they won't accept it. And they won't accept coalition status. How about over here? Would they take it? Yes, they would, but... Let's see. So it's... Opinion plus 12. How do I get the opinion to be better? Maybe it just changes over time? I'm not really sure. We definitely need to keep an eye on that. 60 is a lot to overcome. Okay, our ships are not yet leveled up. Why aren't our ships leveled up? Where is the fleet? Fleet's here. Oh. Well, that makes sense, because they're building the colony ship first. Okay. Oh no. We have pirates attacking. This is a problem. Take the fleet. Prepare for combat. Let's see how many of them we can take out before they kill all of our nice and expensive research stations. That's actually really bad. Let's hope they can get there pretty quickly. So, engage at maximum warp. Hoping these Andorians are here to help me. But who knows if that'll be the case. Our treaty with the Vulcan High Command is timed out. They gave us active sensor links. Let's stop that for a second. Let's see if there's anything else we can trade with them. Oh yeah, we can get a research agreement. We weren't doing that. Really need that. So we'll do that for 30 years, and we will give them 1 mineral. No. 2. Oh, the Vulcans drive a hard bargain. It'll take 15 to convince them. Let's see how that goes. Okay, they accept. Look at that, the Vulcans are no fools. They know what's up. They're like, 1 mineral, try it 15. Everyone else is like, 1, okay. Here we go, so the Andorian Guard is coming to our aid. Dude, these people are awesome. Look at this, and their ships are pretty cool. Alright, the Expanse. Months of investigation have led Admiral Costa to a Xindi mining colony where the chemosite, a key element used in the Xindi probe's attack on Earth, is being produced in huge quantities. The mines appear to be surrounded by a number of small settlements with layouts suggesting civilian use. With enough time and materials, we could fashion a series of explosive charges that would destroy the chemosite mines while avoiding damaging the civilian structures, but any delay could allow the Xindi to collect more chemosite for their next weapon. Alright, so our option is to lead an away team to the colony, to sabotage the chemosite storage only, or to destroy the entire facility. The away mission sounds really dangerous. That sounds fun too. Well, Admiral Costa is expendable. We all are, in the name of humanity and saving the Earth. Let's try that. Let's be noble and see if we can do it. Infiltrating the mining colony, Admiral Costa's team have identified the head of operations and have captured him in his home. Questioning the Xindi Arboreal, a man named Graylick reveals how he had been assured the chemosite produced at the colony was for research purposes only. Horrified at the prospect of his work killing millions, Graylick agrees to help sabotage the next shipment of chemosite and provides a tracking device to enable the Enterprise to follow the shipment to wherever these weapons are being produced. Excellent, that actually went really well. See, look at that. A little bit of diplomacy and everybody's happy. And we're about to fight together with the Andorians side by side. And it looks like we're getting a transmission from the Bullion League on screen. Greetings from the Bullion League. We're a democratic nation committed to upholding the individual freedoms of our citizens regardless of their species. Our elected leader, President War, hopes for a long and fruitful relationship with your people. Our citizens greet you in peace, Bullions. That's pretty cool. Let's see where they are first. So they are up here. And what is their opinion of us? They are cordial. Which means that they don't want to join our association, and the Vulcans actually don't want them, which is very interesting. Okay. Let's see how we're doing over here since more time has passed. Demand vassalization? What happened? Are they no longer in our Federation? Oh, they created their own. They're now members of the Golden League. Huh. The Denobulan Unity. Who the heck is the Here they are. Okay, so they entered into an agreement with the Denobulans. Excellent. And a little worrying. I don't know if we'll be able to form the Federation. I need another member species, and they would have been it. Or the Bullions, I guess. They're coalition builders. Peaceful traders. Yeah, I really need the, do I need the Tellarites? Well, this could be an alternate Star Trek history where we're not going to be around long. We'll see how it goes. It just adds to the intrigue. So how's our ship going? It's still being built. Our colony ship is at 68%. We'll keep an eye on that. Let's take a look at our fleet battle. Okay, we're currently messing those pirates up. And the Andorians are helping us, which is really nice to see. We saved our research facility, it would appear. Very good. Alright guys, they're joining the battle. Red alert, shields up. Cruise to battle stations, captain to the bridge. Alright, and we got some experience out of it as well. Captain Archer, Captain Blaga. Oh, here we go, the Expanse. Having followed the chemosite shipments to a nearby system, the Enterprise has encountered an Andorian vessel, the Kamari, under Commander Shran of the Imperial Guard. Shran offers the Kamari's assistance to assist the Enterprise, insisting on sending an engineering team to upgrade and repair various systems. Deriding the Vulcan High Command for its lack of support for the United Earth efforts against the Xindi, Admiral Costa can't help but feel there's more to the Andorian presence in the Expanse. While the two vessels sit at the edge of the system, their sensors detect a massive energy discharge, and the inner asteroid belt as a dwarf planet is vaporized, further confirming the threat of another Xindi weapon. I think we should accept the assistance. It's important, and they're our allies. If we were to reject them now, it could be a problem, so go ahead and accept it. Accepting the Andorians' help pleases Shran, whose crew spends the next few days upgrading various systems aboard the Enterprise. Admiral Costa and Shran devise a plan to capture the prototype weapon by using the Enterprise as bait to lure the Xindi patrol vessels away before allowing the Kimari to beam the weapon aboard and disarm it. The mission is successful, and the two vessels rendezvous in the system's orb cloud to jointly investigate the workings of the weapon. Several undetected safety protocols are tripped, however, and both vessels narrowly avoid destruction as the weapon triggers an overload of chemicite-laced energy emitters. The Kimari is heavily damaged, and Commander Shran is forced to accept the assignment of a small contingent of Enterprise engineers to help the vessel limp back to Andorian space. Initial scans of the weapon reveal a number of potential weaknesses, however no clues as to the location of any further prototypes. Understood, keep it up, Captain. Alright, so let's go back and upgrade the fleet. So we've successfully saved colonies over here, we're good to go. We have a research that just finished. It looks like we're able to see Trillium D as well as Chemosite now, which is perfect. I mean, that's what we're doing in the story. Now we have a choice. So we have Industrial Lab, Mining Network, or Advanced Engineering Vessels, or Variants. I think Engineering Variants is important. The other two we'll look at, but we're not really in a position to have the population to build new research facilities yet. So go ahead and do that. Pause that or let that go for a second. And now we're going to give the construction ship some orders. Let's have them build some mining stations. We need a little bit more minerals first. We'll keep an eye on that. I still can't get them back into our Federation, which is unfortunate. And these guys are not quite yet ready to join our coalition. How about up here? How's our relationship? Let's offer a trade deal. Ooh, it's gonna take a lot to get them to come over to our side. Maybe 5, 10. Oh, these guys, look at them. They're almost as bad as the Vulcans. All right, we'll give them 15, and I want this to be for 10. Oh, okay. This to be for however long I can get. So it looks like 12 years. Confirm. See what we can do with that. And they accept. So that's awesome. So we've given them sensor links, and we get a research grant, which is really important, a research agreement. It's going to help us out tremendously. Okay. So we're still getting pushed here from the Andorians. We got to get that colony ship out pretty quickly. So the colony ship is out, and it's on its way to Alpha Centauri, so that's good. Our science ship has scanned Van Manrin's star. Nothing's there. The Expanse. Long weeks spent hunting the Expanse have paid off as the Enterprise has successfully captured a shuttle belonging to the Xindi primate scientist leading the weapons project against Earth, a male named Degra. Admiral Costa must now decide how to take advantage of her new captive. The tactical officer suggests an elaborate ruse using the memory-inhibiting drugs and a mock shuttle pod to extract the location of the final Xindi weapon from Degra, but the resources required are substantial. An initial interrogation reveals little beyond the knowledge that the Xindi apparently believe that destroying the Earth is their only hope of survival. Huh. So we could abandon him on an uninhabited world, prepare the deception, or free him as a symbol of goodwill. Well, so if we free him, I guess the goal was that we would hope that he would talk. Alright, well, the other two are not really in line with what was voted for. So I'm going to go with number 3 and cross our fingers here. Admiral Costa spends the next few days attempting to convince Dagra of the innocence of the United Earth and that Earth does not intend to destroy the Xindi. The conversation loops back time and time again to the same point of disbelief, and after exhausting all avenues of persuasion, Admiral Costa orders Dagra and the crew of his shuttle abandoned on the nearest uninhabited world capable of supporting life. A large supply of provisions are offered with the hope that Dagra's absence will substantially slow the progress on the weapon. The location of the weapon remains unknown, however. So we ended up abandoning them anyway. So that's weird. Thought we were going to give them their freedom. Maybe that's freedom? Guess not. I don't know what I think of that. It's very un-Starfleet-like of us to do. I mean, I get it. It's life or death. Everything's on the table, but maybe actually letting them leave would have convinced them. I don't know. You guys can let me know what you think of that decision in the comments. There's some new aliens out there. I wonder who they are. Just what we need. Another player in the galactic stage. How are we doing up here?
Ships upgraded.
How about you guys? Still negative 45. Alright, we're upgraded. We went up to 331. That's a big deal. Okay, what is this? The second fleet? So I have a Vulcan ship now? That's under my command? Is that what I'm supposed to read from that? Months pass and the Enterprise crew begins to lose all hope of ever finding the Xindi weapons construction site. A chance encounter with the species with trade relations with the Xindi offers a new opportunity, however. The traders share rumors of a heavy traffic coming and going from the Azadi system. The lead Admiral Costa The traders share rumors of heavy traffic coming and going from the Azadi system. A lead Admiral Costa cannot afford to not pursue. It's worded a little bit oddly, but it's okay. The Enterprise arrives in the Azadi system, almost immediately being fired upon by many Xindi warships patrolling the area. The attack is soon halted, though, as a squadron of Xindi aquatic ships form a protective escort around the Enterprise. Intense bursts of communication are detected between the various Xindi vessels until at last a shuttle docks with the Enterprise. And a Xindi aquatic reptilian security detachment demands Admiral Costa come with them to the Xindi council chambers to plead for her life in person. The Enterprise arrives in the Azadi system, almost immediately being fired upon by... I thought we just did that. We did. I think that's a problem. Enterprise will say, we will not fail. Okay. Pause. I need this. And this. And this. Everybody make a beeline for our last defense, which is going to be at the station. This is a huge thing. If it comes in, we need to make sure that we have the station's help to help us. So it looks like they sent a vessel to us. I don't know what happened there. The mod messed up a little bit, but apparently they're on a collision course, and I can only imagine that this is bad. And that if they beat us, it's going to be really bad. So what do we have over here? We have another ship, the Enterprise. We have the First Fleet, with, of course, the Enterprise. So we're going to have a lot of ships. We have... Maintenance has increased significantly, because we have a lot of ships right now under control. But we need it, so let's go ahead and do this. So let's engage... Oh, here we go. Fully repaired, the Andorian starship Kamari enters the Sol system with orders to assist the United Earth against the Xindi weapon threat. Their arrival may tip the balance in the coming battle. That's excellent. And I guess that other ship is maybe the Vulcans saying that they're going to be here too? Let's see, where are they? They're already there. Excellent. We need everybody to get here. Quickly, quickly. Alright. So they're all moving. First Fleet's already here. Second Fleet's coming in, which is that Vulcan fleet, and then maybe we can just merge them all together. Let's see if we can do that. If we merge them all together against this threat. Okay, so they're not eligible, and I would assume that I'm not eligible to command them either. So let me just make sure that our fleet is being controlled. Okay, we're good. So we have 609 power. That's actually pretty good. The other two I can't directly control. They're coming in. So this is going to be exciting. This is it. This is the big battle, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and try to do this.
In progress.
Oh, very nice. This is a huge day for humanity. This is we're about to fight for our right to exist. Here they come. Like I said, I want all my ships to stay back here, so I'm going to pull all these ships to here. Because I want them to come in and engage with the spaceport. The spaceport has a ton of hit points, and that will allow the spaceport to, in theory, soak up the damage while our other ships do the brunt of the battle. We're going to have to do some tactical planning here because I don't believe... I don't know if we can survive this. To be honest, it's one of those... we got all of our ships now. Excellent, that's going to help so much. And engage. There we go. This is for everything. All ships, move here. I think we're just out of the... Uh-oh. We are just out of range. There we go. Let's get a couple shots in at least. How are we doing? The Xindi patrol frigates going down. How's our fleet doing? Oh no. We lost the Vulcans. That's okay. I mean, it's terrible, but it's okay. The Enterprises are okay. Oh, good. It looks like they're engaged. Awesome. Alright, so the Xindi are engaging the starport. That's what we wanted. If we can keep that up, that means that our ships will be able to tear into the Xindi ships without having to worry about return fire. Yeah, I think we got this. This is huge. Alright, so the escort's gone. And now we can just focus on the weapon. I think we might actually survive this, ladies and gentlemen. It depends, though. Oh, so the spaceport can have a leader, too. That's kind of cool. Guess we can put an admiral there? I didn't know that. Spaceport can retreat? It's not mobile. Well, that makes sense. Alright, looks like we're about to do it. Man, the strategery, and I'm using that word because I love that word, and if people can make up words, so can presidential candidates. The strategery employed here was pretty impressive, I have to say. I think if we met them out in space, we'd have been destroyed almost immediately. The Xindi weapon has been destroyed. The efforts of Starfleet cannot be overstated. Devastated by the loss of the weapon in their fleet, the Xindi reptilians and insectoids have accepted the ultimatum provided to them by the remaining Xindi species for defying the will of the Council. Accepting their manipulation into targeting the Earth, the primates, arboreals, and aquatics have promised to uphold the peace between the two powers. Though relations will not be easy, Earth can rest easy. Ends the Expanse event chain. Wow. that was pretty impressive, guys. So, well done to everybody who voted and came up with our strategy, and all of our participants. Let's go ahead and repair our fleet. Also want to give a special shout out to Captain Blaga, who looks like he has survived the encounter. Congratulations, Captain. Unfortunately, as often happens, there are heroes in battle, and it would seem that Captain Jonathan Brown of the USS Equestria has not survived. Our heart goes out to his family, and we'll definitely mention him as a hero in the next cinematic. Godspeed, gentlemen. Alright, so we have done that. So let's go ahead and stop. We got some other things to do here. So we have Alpha Centauri, and it's being colonized right now. We are super low on energy because I have so many ships. We need to get rid of some of these ships, actually. Well, I'm not going to get rid of them now that we have them, but I'm just going to try to make sure that we focus on getting what we need to get another spaceport up. So now we have an engineering research to do. We have resettlement cost, gravitonic sensor array, tracking, or weapons range, weapons damage, weapons range, fire rate. I think this one's probably the best because resettlement costs, I don't really care about that. I'm not going to forcefully resettle people if I don't have to. 2 months until we get more research, and that's excellent. And that'll make a big difference. See, here we're plus 19 there. That's a huge difference. Let's take a look at our surface, make sure that we're still doing well here. They're quite a ways away from growing, so that's fine. How are we doing on Mars? Mars is always pretty good. We need to clear one of these Martian tiles so we can put another population and upgrade. Alright, and Alpha Centauri is coming along. It'll be done about a year from now. Excellent. Let's also see how our standing has changed. Minus 44. I think that they've actually... I'm not sure if they've become better or worse with us. How about over here? They're still in their own pact, which is unfortunate, because I would have liked them to be in ours. Let me see how are the Booleans doing. Offer coalition. Still no. Alright. So this is Azadi. This is the Zindi. Exciting. Alright, so they are they're gonna be a player as well. Constitutional dictatorship. Huh. Interesting. And they're receptive to us, which is weird because they hated us up until a couple minutes ago. Alright, where's our science ship? It's done over there. Send it here. And here. Look for our next human expansion. I'm thinking that this, it's only an 11, 7. These are just like not good sites. This one, unfortunately, this Arctic one is the best one I've seen recently that we could actually colonize. Might end up doing that, or maybe we'll just put another one on Alpha Centauri. But that colony is currently building. We do have a little bit of influence that we're coming in. I'm thinking that maybe we should take the construction ship and go out here and put a frontier outpost. So we're going to do that. What the heck is my construction ship? Okay, so it ran to the nearest base. Maybe it got hurt in that attack. That's why it's all the way over there. So that construction ship will come out here. Alright, excellent. So let's continue. Just to kind of show you guys the galaxy as we know it. It's getting pretty populated pretty quickly. The other thing I wanted to do, so this will probably connect all this space with us, and that's good. I also want to get one out here, because there's all kinds of star systems here that I want to have access to. We need to have a human corridor, so to speak. It's also going to spark some conflict when I do that. Scientific research, so border control. Planet border extrusion plus 20, migration attraction plus 50. I like that. What's a bunker? Planet fortification toughness plus 50. Also good. Xeno Zoo. I think border control is the way to go. Do that. That's only 9 months. Should get that pretty quickly. Awesome. And we're 11 months away from that. So in the next year, we're going to have everything that we need. I'm really excited about that. And hopefully by doing this, if we get closer to the Booleans, I think part of the reason that they won't join is because we're so far away. Oh, they dislike the Vulcans. Crap. How can I make them not hate each other? Ugh. Oh no. We've encountered some new aliens. We're going to call them the Omicron aliens. We should proceed with caution. Yeah, do that quickly. We've detected an alien vessel, which our preliminary scans cannot identify, so let's research that. Actually, let's Let's do something else too. Let's build a couple more science ships. So when we get the money, we're going to build a science ship. So a couple months from now. We've declared rivalry with the Orions, and this will help because anyone else that doesn't like them will in turn like us a lot more. So it looks like this is where that pirate station is. Yeah. Okay. Send the fleet. I'm going to deal with the pirate base once and for all so they don't spawn any more pirates and come attack us. I think that's a really good thing. We'll do that, plus it'll get us some experience. After successfully translating their language, we've established communications with the Romulan Star Empire. Diplomatic channels are now open, and all hostilities have been terminated. On screen. Attention, alien creatures. Unfortunately, I was chosen by Chairwoman Valardi to represent the Romulan Star Empire in all diplomatic dealings with your primitive civilization. We intend to unlock technologies your feeble minds cannot comprehend. Do not interfere. Ooh. Alright, and they are... Whoa, they're right over here. Our citizens greet you in peace. Okay, oh, danger. The alien vessel above that planet activates as the short-range scan initiates. The drone emits a nucleonic beam directed at Captain Hawangi Thrang, which causes him to immediately fall to the floor. Number 1 initiates a red alert, and the medical team rushes to the bridge. At first glance, Captain Thang appears to be knocked out, but Chief Medical Officer quickly realizes the captain is in fact sleeping in a deep REM cycle. He's generating neurotransmitters at an unprecedented levels and appears to be having vivid dreams. Put up a shield to cut off the beam. Let's try that. The Chief Medical Officer thinks that cutting off the beam is not a good idea. After all, you have no idea what effect suddenly removing the beam might have on the captain. You're right. We have to do something. Shields up. Let's try that. The shields have cut off the beam, and for a moment the captain seems fine. Suddenly, he bursts into a violent fit of screams and spasms, and the medical officer begs you to turn off the shields before they lose the captain. Turn off the shield, we'll have to wait this out, or destroy the drone, lock weapons and fire. Let's turn off the shields. Let's see what happens. 15 minutes pass as the captain seems to sleep soundly. The crew's uneasy about allowing an alien vessel to so easily paralyze Captain Thwain. We must wait. We don't know anything about this beam, or we cannot keep waiting to destroy the drone. We must wait. Let's wait. Let's see what happens. After a long 10 minutes, the drone finally turns off its nucleonic beam. Captain Thwain slowly comes to, surrounded by medical staff. The captain looks around as if seeing the bridge for the first time, reciting names of crew members as if they were distant memories. The crew fill in Captain Thwain on what happened, and the captain is stunned that he was only asleep for 25 minutes. He has experienced an entire lifetime of memories, living in a simulation of life on a long-dead planet. The alien drone created the simulation as a way to keep the memories of their civilization alive. He orders the drone to be locked on for a tractor beam and brought into the cargo bay for further study. An examination of the alien drone yields an age-old flute, which seems to have a special meaning to him. The captain has gained wisdom beyond his years through the time spent in the simulation. Glad to have you back. And he now has the meticulous trait. Congratulations on your promotion, Captain. So he's now at level 5. Oh, hang on. Our science ship's under attack. We don't want that. We get too close? Yeah. Are they not on... Yeah, retreat. Okay, they'll come back whenever. But I don't know why they weren't on skittish. Maybe I changed it early on, or maybe that's no longer the default setting. I don't know. Oh, so the Benezites joined the Sangreen Con... That's not us. How about the Bolians? Can we bring them in yet? The Bolians and the Benezites are now in a coalition together. Crap. Alright, so I'm going to declare rivalry with the...
Our enemies fear us. Perhaps they are not fools.
I like it. This is actually pretty cool. It's Romulus, if you've ever seen the show. Pretty neat. Let's declare rivalry. Let's see what happens. They are rivals with all the people that we want to be rivals with, so that's really good. Start that.
Incoming transmission.
Okay, so we have a transmission. The Bolians would like to move around our territory, and we agree. Okay, so that's good, and
our
the
enemies
Romulans have
fear us. Perhaps they are not
closed their borders to
fools.
us, which is totally makes sense. Now, getting Alpha Centauri didn't really push back anything. I thought that we would get more territory space with that, but Alpha Centauri is up, so let's take a look at it. We are getting this. We're still plus 2 on food, so as long as we continue to get that, we should be fine. There is a new governor position available, so if you want to be a part of that, remember you have to just vote in the comments, and we'll be able to get that going.
Station engaged.
After successfully translating their language, we've established communications with the Nausicaan tribes. I represent the Nausicaan tribes. Our elected leader, clan speaker, Tarek, would like you to know that we're more than capable of defending our way of life. Do not interfere in our affairs, aliens. We could learn much from each other, and yet I'm going to immediately probably declare you a rival. This would help, because this gives us influence, and almost everybody hates them. Enemy. I like it. Alright, so we have the... let's see, what did we get? For physics, we have the phase discriminator, which is now available. And for engineering, we have the advanced engineering variance specialization. I like that. Warp engine. Okay, so these give us more power. That almost seems really important. Versus these, which not as important. So we'll definitely go with the power there. And let's see what we have for this one. So we have engineering research speed, which I think we should get. Polarized hull plating. That's pretty cool, but this one is definitely going to be the way to go. Alright, let's continue. Oh, we have a scientist that just leveled up. Congratulations on your promotion.
Spatial
Level
rift
3.
detected.
Excellent. Spatial rift. Here we go. This is it. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, our interstellar alliance has caught the public imagination. No longer is Earth an isolated backwater on the galactic stage, but a central component in a powerful block of shared values and interests. This coalition of planets protects us, but there are many who wish for further integration to better secure ourselves against hostile neighbors. Politicians in all 4 worlds have signaled a desire to start this process, and all that is needed is one leader to step forth and make the proposal. Alright guys, so this is this week's vote. I put it to you. Should we take the steps to create the United Federation of Planets, or is now not the time? So unity is in the Earth's interests, or now is not the time? That's going to be this week's vote. So go ahead and vote in the comments, let us know, let your voice be heard. What should we do? So thanks for watching guys, my name is Captain Katarn. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Like I said, these are time sensitive, and if this is your first time watching, we're going to have a playlist in there that shows all of our videos. You can get yourself caught up to the latest one, and then you can vote and become a part of the series. As this goes on, our fleets are going to get bigger, the number of planets that we have will increase, and we're going to need new people to fill out those command positions. So I appreciate you watching, guys. Until next week, vote in the comments. We'll see you then. Thanks.